everybody and welcome to the show. Now, you know if I'm got the camera set up like this that what I'm going to be talking about is going to be a little ranty and that kind of thing. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, Apple, what are you doing wrong? So this is coming off the recent release of, announcement of the latest MacBook Pro line, a series of laptops that I thought, or used to be, very nice. But now my view on that has changed. Now for those of you who may not have been part of the channel at the time, or have just blatantly forgotten how I did the 30-day Apple challenge earlier this year, the end result of that was me saying that if I had the money, I would join the Apple ecosystem because I enjoyed using the iPad and I enjoyed using the iMac that I had. But now with the last few hardware reiterations of these products that they've brought out, my view has drastically changed. The major issue is the fact that you can't even connect the two devices together via cabling anymore, unless the iPhone 7 comes with a USB Type-C cable, which I'm fairly certain it doesn't. Apple is basically making Dongle City with the new MacBook Pro. If you've not read or seen anything about it, very quickly, this is a laptop with 4 USB-C ports and that's it, and a headphone jack, which is an interesting thing to mention. I mean, if you're going to remove a headphone jack from one thing that you sell, why not go all in and get rid of it on everything? Therefore, if I have to buy a pair of Lightning headphones because I don't like wireless headphones, I can still plug it into my Mac without having to worry about adapters and dongles everywhere. You know, I have to have one dongle for plugging my iPhone in, my Apple product, my current, this generation, latest brand new Apple product, into my latest brand new, you know, laptop. Apple, what are you thinking? Now, I mean, this may sound like I'm coming across as a real Windows fanboy, or a real Microsoft person, but honestly, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that something's not quite right here. You're going to sell me a product that is incompatible with another product that you sell. I mean, where on earth is the logic in that, Apple? I mean, I don't know. So, I mean, I like the idea of the MacBook Pro with 4 USB-C ports. You can charge it with any port. You can, you know, my phone has USB Type-C on it, so it's not like I'm against USB Type-C. But it's like, who's your target audience for the MacBook Pro? Do you at Apple even know where your target audience is? Who are the people that buy your laptops? Because to be perfectly honest, I don't think you do. You've gotten rid of the SD card reader. You know, whenever I transfer stuff off my camera, I use an SD card reader because it's just easier than having to plug the camera in and then, you know, with the Canon camera that I use, it can't charge via USB either. So if I leave it plugged in, it drains the battery, which is not good, but something I have done many times. You know, it's things like that. And the biggest new feature on the MacBook is a touch bar. Now, when I think of something branded as an exciting brand new feature, I don't think a touch bar is a good enough revamp of your product. As a consumer, if I can't tell the difference between the new one and the previous generation, why would I buy more money, or why would I spend more money to buy the new one? I'm just saying. So Apple, I used to have mad respect for you guys as a technology company, but now you're alienating your customers within your own ecosystem. I now have to buy an iPhone, use a dongle to plug in my 3.5 inch headphones, and if I buy a MacBook, I need to buy a dongle to plug in my monitor, a dongle to plug in my iPhone, a dongle with an SD card reader, a USB card reader, I need a dongle to plug in just any old flash drive, I need a dongle to plug in external drives that don't support Thunderbolt 3, I mean, is this Apple's new market? Selling dongles to customers? It must be. It honestly must be. I'm sorry, Apple, but you've dropped the ball. And you've dropped the ball big time. And this is, I think, the year that Apple has made the most mistakes that I think it'll ever make. I'm not saying that every other tech company is perfect. I mean, we all know what's been happening with Samsung. You know, that news has been absolutely explosive right now. So, is 2016 the year of the biggest technological mistakes? I think it is. So that's been my rant. It's been on my mind for a while. So thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, then don't be afraid to go down, hit that like button. And until our next video, DFTBA. Bye!